Are you thinking about buying a condo on Maui? Today, I'm going to take you through the top 10 things you should consider when buying a condo. My name is Alana Rucynski. I am a realtor at Wailea Realty in the shops of Wailea on the beautiful island of Maui. And today, I'm going to take you through the top 10. Are you ready? First thing we're going to talk about is zoning. Most of my clients, when they come to me and they're considering buying a condo on Maui, they're saying, I want a vacation rental, or I don't want to be around a vacation rental. So condos here in Maui County have to be zoned for short-term rental. Short-term rental is deemed as anything less than 6 months. So the Maui County has provided a list. If this condo can be vacation rental, this condo can be long-term. You could, of course, live in them full-time or use either one of them for yourself at any point in time. However, you cannot short-term condo rental a unit that is zoned for long-term. So I have provided a list. Most of the agents in our office have lists, and we're happy to assist you in that direction. Okay, number 2, maintenance fees. And what do they cover? So sometimes when you get here and you look at the maintenance fee for a condo, you're shocked. You're like, what does that $500 go for every month? I can do all those items. However, it's really important to remember here that maintenance fees here cover almost always water, sewer, rubbish, common area maintenance of the beautiful landscape we have, a pool if there is within the complex, and then bigger expenses would be insurance for the complex, and that includes hurricane insurance because we are in a hurricane zone. So, and then also regular insurance, and then a large portion of your maintenance fee does go to reserves. In Hawaii, we have some of the strictest guidelines for reserves, and that's for when the complex needs new roof, when the complex needs to be striped for its parking lot, and when the complex is going to need new paint on the exterior. So it covers a lot, and they can definitely vary. Okay, number 3, leasehold or fee simple. So fee simple is the most common type of ownership, and it's known throughout the United States and throughout the world. And that's where when you purchase a condo, you are owning a proportionate amount of the land as you are as an owner within that complex. Leasehold, however, is less common, and it's very common here in Hawaii, although it's kind of slowing down. Leasehold is where you rent the land that that complex is on, and you also pay a lease rent, much like you would be if you were a tenant. Most of these leases started out at 99-year leases, and some of them are 30 to 40-year leases, and some of them have gotten down to 15 or 16. Here on the south side of Maui, I believe there's only 7 or 8 complexes that are actually left leasehold, so it's not super common, but we definitely provide you with that information so you know what you're getting into for you. Okay, one of my most popular questions, pets or no pets? Again, this comes down to zoning and rules within the certain complex. A vacation rental condo, not very many of them do allow pets. Most of the long-term complexes allow pets. However, sometimes you're limited to the type of pet and the weight of the pet. So some complexes, for example, you can have a pet up to 35 pounds. Some complexes you can have maybe 2 pets. Unless you're getting like some goldfish or something like that. So it really depends on each complex, and we can have to delve into it. Also, sometimes those rules change, so it's important that we kind of stay abreast of the new rules. Parking. Parking's important, okay? We have less parking here than a lot of complexes. Some of our condos do have garages, maybe 1-car garage or a 2-car garage in some very limited capacity. But for the most part, it's open parking, open stall, because we have great weather, we don't have snow, you don't have to dig out. So most complexes that I'm aware of have at least 1 parking stall. It may be assigned or unassigned, maybe it's open parking. And then some complexes, you have 2 assigned parking stalls. And the ones with 1, sometimes you cannot deviate that, so it's really important to know what you have going. We're super active here in Hawaii, so you're not going to use your car as much as you might somewhere else, but we do know that your cars are important, so it's good to know what you can get up front. Financing available. Okay, Financing available basically means you as a borrower, if you are getting a loan on your condo, you're going to qualify for a loan and you have to give your taxes and all those things to a good lender. However, the condo complex also has to qualify for a loan, and what that means is the lender is going to delve into the financials of that particular complex. If they have good reserves, which we talked about earlier, which is a part of your maintenance fee, if they have a lot of delinquent people that are have not paid their maintenance fees. Right now in this economy, we're not seeing a lot of that, but the lender does dive very deeply into there. The other thing they look at is litigation. They want to see if there's any pending litigation on the complex. So not all complexes can qualify for all types of lending, but with a good qualified lender, they can get you to the right spot, so you are prepared for that. Okay, common areas and usage. So what's great when you have a condo is you don't have to worry about the landscape or the maintenance of the pool, but you want to know the rules about those certain common areas and how they can be used. For example, you cannot come take over the pool with 30 of your closest friends every single day. You're probably going to make your neighbors mad. However, you want to know where the pool is, whether or not there's tennis courts. There may be a clubhouse, there may be an outdoor kitchen. For example, Kaimalu, one of my favorite complexes that has the most amazing common area, has a beautiful infinity pool. And I had a client in there and she wanted to swim until 10 o'clock at night. Well, guess what? The pool closes at 9. So that's something that we've looked at very carefully. So common areas and usage, super important to know what you're getting into up front. Financial stability of the association. So we talked about that a few minutes ago when we were talking about the financing of the complex, but that's something you get once you purchase a condo and you're in the escrow process. You will get a whole set of condo documents. I call it good bedtime reading because sometimes it's very overwhelming to read all those documents, but those documents have all the financial stability. It'll have a reserve plan, usually for 10 years, that's the association has called someone else in to do a review on. And you can kind of see what's coming up in the board minutes, and you can see, okay, they've got deep legs. I'm going to be in partnership with some good people moving forward. The other piece to that, when I was referencing lending of the complex, is I feel like I'm in good company when a lender who's maybe taking on 60 or 70% of the financial burden when I'm getting a loan on a condo, whereas I'm getting only 10%, I feel like I'm in good company because they're reviewing those financial documents as well. Outside areas and usage of. So that's super important. Number one question is, how close is that condo to the beach? Am I going to walk there? Am I going to drive there? I'm going to ride my bike there. And which beaches are there? Some beaches have lifeguards, which is super important to some people. Other people just want to have flexibility to walk to dining or beach parks or things like that. So it's really important to know what the surrounding areas are. It's also really important to know maybe what's going on with the vacant land that's coming up and what the potential for that is. So good to educate yourself, not just on the complex, but what's going around the complex. Okay, easements and surrounding area, which I kind of just talked about a little bit. Easements, maybe there's an area within your condo complex where there's an electrical box and nothing can be put there. Maybe there's a beach access easement. That happens a lot through some condos. I know, for example, at Maui Banyan, there is an easement for the neighborhood above. Actually, I'm shooting in the neighborhood above, and that's why I know this, is this neighborhood in Keone has an easement to walk through Maui Banyan directly to the beach. And that was something that was decided right when the Maui Banyan was built with the association above it. So it's important to kind of know there might be some pros for you. Obviously for this neighborhood, that would be a pro. Maybe the people at Maui Banyan don't know that. Or like that, for example, but it's important to know. And those, again, are going to be in your condo documents that you get at the beginning of your due diligence period. Anyways, that's our top 10. I'm sure you guys have tons of other questions. So please feel free to contact myself at Wailea Realty and or many of our agents. We all have quality agents here. So you can reach us at me at 808-298-7455 or on my website at topmauihomes.com. I'm available via call or text. And you can also be sure to check out all of our other really cool videos at Wailea Realty. We have on our YouTube account. We also have a really good ITV account on Instagram. I think it's just Wailea Realty, same with Facebook. We'd love to meet you all. Please stop down in our office. Again, it's Alana Rucynski with Wailea Realty with your top things to know when buying a condo on Maui.